within mental health there's a big focus on recovery, and recovery focuses on a person's own journey through and with their mental health problems. Unemployment is a huge issue amongst our mental health service users. Statistics would show that people with mental health problems have much higher rates of unemployment than any other population. So the Trust a couple of years ago decided to ring fence money specifically for jobs within our own service. We felt if we were asking employers out in sort of the community and other organisations to employ our service users, we had to be showing that we were willing to do so ourselves. It would also be a very positive example for our service users to see that here are people who have been where I am now, and now they're in paid employment and they're living much more fulfilling lives. Well, I think there's quite a number of benefits for the Trust. We have now a much richer skill mix of staff within the workforce. We have staff who, whilst we always had staff who were expert in mental health and knew a lot about it, we also now have staff who've experienced mental ill health and are a great example to other service users in terms of this is how good things can be for you. That gives them hope and encouragement, you know, in their own journeys. There's been a few hiccups, but it has worked very well. And I think we've all learnt, particularly as a manager within the service, there's things that I have learnt which just will ensure that the service is a more efficient and effective service. So we had to link in very much with our HR department, we had to link in with occupational health, we had to link in with external organisations like the Equality Commission who would have given us advice, because we wanted to make sure that we were doing it right. So there was a lot of groundwork that had to be completed before we actually were in a position to advertise that we had posts. Another issue would have been just getting the right positions in the right environment and ensuring that we had the right support once we had people in place. Well, in terms of additional costs, financially there wasn't really any. We made the decision to ring fence money for these posts. There was no cost involved except in terms of time. Now that the project and the scheme is up and running, there is very little cost involved, so it hasn't really added any financial cost to us at all, which is great. I suppose the advice that I would give would be to go for it. We've been very fortunate in that it was an initiative that came from the ground up, and we were very keen to progress with it. And although there seemed to be a lot of hurdles and a lot of problems, and could we, or how would this work, there's plenty of people out there and organisations out there that will help you negotiate those hurdles. And I would say that we're a much better workforce for having sort of pursued it.